All right, Nicole, thank you. Our live team coverage of the Occupy the Ports protest continues now with KPTV's Laura Rios. She's live at Terminal 6. And Laura, you spoke to Lieutenant King with the Portland Police Bureau a short time ago. He said that he didn't think that the protesters were interfering, but the ports have essentially been shut down. I'm wondering why that doesn't qualify as interference.
Well, we know that 2 terminals have been shut down at the ports, 5 and 6, and I'm here actually with Josh Thomas with the Port of Portland, who can kind of clear that up for us. And so talk to us about why these people are still being allowed here. I think that's a question that people want to know.
The port was closed in advance of the protests after some arrests were made last night. There were some safety concerns, and our tenants and customers had decided in large part that it looked like, based on the knowns about the protest activities, that the entrance would be, the gate to the terminal would be closed.
Okay. So, but you told me that the port itself is not necessarily shut down.
That's accurate. The port has 4 marine terminals, 3 airports, business parks, industrial parks, so it's not accurate to say that the port is closed, just that the gate at Terminal 6 and the gate at Terminal 5 are impacted. The gate here is closed, and I haven't yet heard the status on 5.
Is there are people working behind the gate, or has nobody come to work here at this terminal today?
We do have some limited operations here today, but in large part, we're going to see lost shifts, lost hours, lost wages, delays. The truckers have been turned away in large part. We're down to just a handful here that apparently haven't gotten the message. We're trying to get the word out as best we can to let them know that they will not be able to work here today, and unfortunately in some cases that means they also won't get paid.
Police told us they're kind of taking the cue from the port as far as what to do. I think when people want to know why, we've seen some video of protesters on the railroad tracks, but we haven't really seen a large number of arrests here. Why not, I guess?
It's highly situational. As long as the protest remains peaceful, there's not going to be problems. We're keeping an eye out for anything that could threaten terminal security, because it's a federally regulated facility, so we want to ensure that the integrity of the terminal is maintained, that there's no threats to getting inside the fences, and also that everyone out here, from the public to media to port employees to everyone who works out here, is safe.
So as long as they don't actually try to get inside, they're going to be allowed to stay out here?
For now, this is the scene, and until we know more, it's hard to gauge what the response will be long term. We do know that there are plans this afternoon as well, so it's most likely something that's going to be a better part of the day.
I think one thing people want to know in particular is people who are demonstrating on railroad tracks. That seems to kind of, that's a big no-no. Why have they not been arrested?
I have not seen that firsthand. I had not heard that until you just mentioned it, so that's news to me. But you're right, protesting on roadways, railroad tracks, or trespassing on private property, all not advisable. And unfortunately, the activities are really impacting the 99% that they're hoping to represent here today. It's the issues that they've raised are not directly relevant to this port or to Portland, but the impacts are being seen right here. So
it's early in the day. Have you guys kind of figured out and calculated the dollar amount that this might?
It's near impossible to calculate at this point, not knowing how long it's going to go, not knowing how long the impacts will be seen. All I can say is that we know the port and its partners support over 12,000 jobs in the Portland Metro, in the Portland Harbor area, and a lot of those people are not going to be able to show up and work today, and that means lost wages, lost hours, lost shifts, and delays. So.
All right, Josh Thomas with the Port of Portland, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and we are live at Terminal 6, where there is a group of protesters holding a picket line in front of the terminal, and that terminal is shut down for the day. I'm Laura Rios. Good day, Oregon. Back to you.
All right, the other terminal.